As book bans become more common around the country, lawmakers in Colorado are working to set some boundaries. Monday, the Education Committee is set to debate who should be allowed to ban books in Colorado's public schools. The proposed legislation would ask districts to set up committees to review requests that could only be submitted by a student or parent of a student at that school. A unanimous agreement is the only way that a book could be pulled from shelves. Book bans isn't just a concern in our state, but all across the U.S. So here to talk a little bit more about the danger of banning books is our race and equity expert, Dr. Rosemarie Allen. Dr. Allen, good morning. Thank you for being here for this.
Good morning. I'm so happy to be here to discuss this.
It's an important topic for a lot of people at home. First, there's been quite a bit of attention to banning books, especially for children, especially in states like Florida. What exactly are the dangers of these proposed book bans?
Well, Jordan, we know the benefits of children reading and how it expands their world and their perspective. When we ban books, we actually flatten their experience and we limit their exposure. And it gives children this myopic view of the world where they're not being exposed to different perspectives, different cultures, different ways of being, and it creates this monolith of very, very flattened ideas and limited ways of seeing the world.
And can you elaborate a little bit more on this? What are some of the consequences that we're seeing for children because of this?
Yes, what we're seeing is that they're not being exposed to other people and they are not understanding other ways of being. They have this very limited view and they're decreasing their interest in books.
Yeah.
Yes, and what we're seeing is like 77% of teachers, they said that children read more when they have the option of reading banned books. And when there's diverse books in the classroom, it increases children's reading score by 3 percentage points. Then the greatest thing of all is if the books are diverse, reading time is increased by 4 hours per week.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So when we flatten the books, when we make them so just tailored to one culture, then children are losing interest overall in reading.
Okay, that's very interesting. Now, this is not a new topic. We have been talking about this for at least the past couple of years. Yes. And one voice that we always hear is from the parent side saying that it should be up to them what their kids read and don't read. How can they go about limiting exposure to material that they feel is inappropriate?
Right, and when we look at banned books, they're really based on race, gender, sexuality, and culture. Children notice these things very young.
Yeah.
So banning the books doesn't take away from the reality. Families can sit with their children, first choose books that are appropriate for the age and stage, and then talk to them, have robust conversations about what they're seeing, what they're feeling, and then ask children, are you seeing this at school? What's happening in your play groups? What's happening in the media? And it opens them up to this discussion because while we can ban books on these topics, they're still very much alive.
Yeah, conversations have certainly changed, right? Since we were in school, I mean, it was just kind of encouraged that you read at all. We had programs to do that versus limiting what you read out there, period.
Right. It's very, very dangerous when we limit perspectives and worldviews.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Allen, we appreciate your perspective and your expertise on this coming in because it's an important topic. And of course, we're going to have to see what the Colorado legislature decides come Monday when we see this bill put forth. So thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Let's get